Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leah. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Hi, guys. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to take him out of there before he falls over.
So much.
You're welcome. He's the best find I could have. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome in. It was Leah's birthday yesterday.
Leah is still ill and doesn't have much of a voice, though.
There's the woman of the hour. Correct, correct. She's here. She's here. Oh, hello, guys. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. I bet you've never felt so loved in your life.
I've never had this many well wishes on my birthday. It's a dream. It's a dream come true. I'm finally the centre of the universe.
Every day you act like you are anyway.
That's my job.
How are you guys today? Hello. I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.
When did we last stream?
It was not last week, the week before.
Saturday before Liverpool.
Yes.
Before Liverpool Con. So much has happened since then. So much.
It has, yeah. We've been to a con and we've been to a photo shoot since then. You got really ill and have lost your voice. So talking's really hard for Leah right now.
We also had the shoot on the Monday after the con.
We did.
We haven't stopped.
And we've worked full time, both of us, since then. Damn. Oh, sweetheart, that's so cute. I guess first things first, we want to say thank you to everyone that we actually met at Liverpool. We didn't actually expect to meet anybody. I think even though we'd advertised it and put out that we were going and that like
maybe we thought like one or two people like, oh, I know who you are.
Yeah, like maybe I've seen you, but like didn't really think too much of it. But yeah, no, we actually had quite a few people. So if you were there, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it.
Especially to Heidi.
Yes, Heidi, you definitely made our day. So
how's Luke? Luke isn't allowed in our house because Jay won't let him in our house. And if he comes in our house, she locks him in a cupboard, even though that is my son.
Luke is with his Auntie Lottie right now.
My son.
For context on this, by the way, Luke is a baby doll that currently doesn't have a head.
He's so handsome.
But yeah, thank you, genuinely, thank you so much, guys.
This is Luke.
This is Luke.
My boy.
Luke and his Auntie Lottie. Thank you,
So
thank
handsome.
you, thank you.
I love Luke.
Leah is okay. She's just... Excuse me, camera, thank you. Leah is fine. She's just fighting off a really, really bad, like, cold and sore throat. So... Yeah, I'm not having this horrendous cursed doll living in my house.
She's horrible to him. I let Watson live outside a cupboard.
Shouting.
I let Watson out the cupboard.
If you can find a cupboard big enough to put Watson in, you can put him in it. That's not a cupboard, it's a wardrobe.
It counts.
But yeah, so thank you very much, everybody, that we did in fact meet at Liverpool, because you really did make our day. So, yeah, so... Oh, she'll be fine. She's a drama queen. That's what's really going on. But yeah, and then we were straight out to a photo shoot on the Monday where we were actually filming it. We weren't actually taking part in it. So we got to head out to the beach and film some lovely stuff for our lovely friend Mo.
I think most importantly is after con we did go back and play Mario Party and just
We
dance.
We did. Yeah, we left con not early, like 3-4 o'clock ish.
Yeah.
Kidnapped one of our friends and took them back to ours so that they had to play Just Dance with us. Guys, if you haven't watched the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie, you should. It's really good. Vent is asking how your birthday was.
My birthday was lovely, but I did spend most of it napping off illness. So basically I got really ill on the Monday, and then on the Friday when we got to the shoot, I'd started getting better, and I lost my voice immediately, so I had no voice all weekend. I was being called R2Litu because I was using text-to-speak on my phone. So by the time we got back from this like wonderful shoot that was over my birthday weekend, I was very excited for, I got back and I was like, I just want to sleep. Like, we were going to stay in my hometown for a bit longer, but I was like, I'm going home early. I'm sleeping in my bed. So I just napped for most of my birthday.
Oh, sweetheart.
Yes.
But yeah, don't. She's fine. Listen, I've never had a quieter life. It was great. I love you so much. But yeah, so yeah, that's where we spent the past weekend, was away up in the lakes.
Jay's actually been cutting my vocal cords in my sleep.
That's horrendous.
Sabotage.
But yeah, we've been up in the lakes doing a photo shoot with basically not all of our best friends, but vast majority of our like closest friends, doing a big Vox Machina group from Critical Role, which was amazing. And then Sunday was a chill day / bring your own costume, whatever, and hanging out and vibing. And it was great and it was amazing. And we've learned that our landlord's daughter was a cosplayer, so they were completely thrilled to have weird people in costumes staying at their accommodation. So amazing, amazing. You're from Middlesbrough? I went to university in Middlesbrough. Yeah, I went to uni in Middlesbrough, actually. Hilariously. Yeah. I mean, she'll be fine probably by the next week, to be honest. So, she'll be fine.
I've already had to cancel a shift at work. I have to be fine by next week.
Yeah.
Leah likes money too much to not be fine.
But yeah.
I'm starting this.
That's fine. It's your cake, eat away. But yeah, so stream today is just going to be us chatting, I think. We're not really doing a super long one just because you're not well. And I don't really want to strain Leah's voice more than we need to, and I don't want to just talk for 3 hours, so
But we missed you guys and we wanted to stream
we
still.
did, yeah, and we still wanted to give Leah like a happy birthday stream, so
I get to eat my cake, so that's my win.
yeah. So no, you're fine. But yeah, no. So we're just gonna hang out for a bit, I think, and then yeah. You have another thank you you'd wish to give people as well.
I do.
What was Sunday?
It was Mother's Day, and I got Mother's Day messages. It was very soft. I can't believe you guys kept that.
It was very sweet to wake up. Well, we didn't wake up Sunday morning because obviously it was an American Mother's Day holiday. But it was really sweet on Sunday, like throughout the day, to see all the messages coming in.
Yeah, we want to hear a funny story. You're still allowed to go to cons. That's good.
Excellent. Hello, Evie. How are you doing, my love?
Hello.
I did see the new Assassin's Creed, Chloe. I did. I am going to wait for more information for it before I pay any money towards it, because I still haven't played the last one.
Do you think I can ground anyone who didn't wish me happy Mother's Day?
No.
Charlie, you're grounded.
No. I would like to argue for our UK viewers that it wasn't actually Mother's Day.
Charlie's grounded.
But also, you're not his mum. You're his auntie.
I can still ground him. Izzy gave me permission.
Okay. Vent, do you want to explain how you're pregnant? Look at the nuggies for your birthday.
Nugs, 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 nugs.
Honestly, Heidi, I really think after that weekend that your mum should definitely let you have a phone, even if it's just something really cheap. I think just being able to call people when you've lost them is probably a really good idea. Charlie's gonna tell his mom.
Go on, tell her. What's she gonna do? We're getting free ice cream. She's going to visit. She doesn't get a choice.
I know you saw it, but what did you think of the edit I did for you guys a few weeks ago?
We loved it.
We love it, but which one? Because you churn out quite a few edits.
We love all of your edits.
We do.
We always get really excited with the notifications. I check mentions so often now.
Mood. I think I check it every day.
Uh-huh.
It was trauma. Tried to make a gift.
Oh.
Oh. It's appreciated anyway, honestly.
Just the effort, the thought is like, you would. Leah's gonna eat all this cake.
That's fine. You eat all that cake. A shout out that yes, the one with Hell's Greatest Dad, I love it. I'd like to give a special shout out to, I think it was Liv. Let me just double check. It was. I commented on it saying the same thing. But I really love when people like big up people that cosplay the same character. Rather than thank you for subscribing, we really appreciate it. Rather than like pitting people against each other. So you specifically making an edit for the fact that we've both cosplayed Charlie was actually really, really cute to see. So like, thank you. That's the sort of positivity that we want to see.
My birthday was a very EP day.
Very, very sleepy day.
It was such an E.
You were craving gummy bears, salt and vinegar chips together. A friend asked if I was pregnant. I just went along with it. I'm not actually. Well, I really hope not, but that does sound like a pregnancy craving, so I get it. Understandable.
I feel like everyone has weird cravings, though.
Who should you cosplay next? Who's your favourite characters? That's how I tend to decide on who I would like to cosplay. Is who I actually want to be.
Rapunzel.
Yeah, yours is Rapunzel. Hell yeah! Angel is doing one of us both as Husk. That's very, very cute. Yeah, it's the sort of thing where we wouldn't want people to pick sides, but like the fact that you like showcased in a really positive way the fact that we'd both cosplayed Charlie was like really, really sweet to see. So like we love to see it. Though I think we should probably quickly mention something that people have been asking for a few times because I've cosplayed Husk. Leah won't be borrowing my Angel costume. I think, and in the nicest way possible. It's not because I don't want you to, or because we're like weird about it. The reason why Leah cannot cosplay Angel, or at least can't wear my Angel costume, is because it's been made extremely tailored to me.
Oh, Heidi, do you have Instagram to DM me on for pictures? Because I'll walk you through how I made mine. That was a conversation I sent a message on TikTok last night, and I've not opened TikTok since.
Understandable. But yeah, like we might be similar-ish sizes, but Angel was made to my measurements and I corset underneath him. So it's something that I'm really nervous about letting any other human being wear. So there might be a chance that Angel cosplays Angel? That Leah cosplays Angel, but she won't be wearing the same costume.
No, it'll probably more like reminiscent of like the Poison outfit that I can sort of rip off.
Yeah, well we've got
the bodysuit.
Yeah, we have a bodysuit you can use for that.
Yeah,
but it won't be the same costume. Does that make sense?
And it will only be 2 arms.
Yeah.
I'm not that dedicated.
But yeah, so for people that have been asking like Leah Angel when, maybe in the future, but
it's not something we're aiming for.
No, because I don't actually cosplay Husk like to take Leah's place. Like I cosplayed Husk because, surprise guys, we're making a lookbook series and I'm the only one doing the makeup for it. So
I am not confident enough in my own makeup ability to be able to give you guys tips or advice. I can just about pass on myself, but even then I'm not great.
So that's why I'm the one that's sort of making my way through every single has-been character. So.
But hey guys, because my family made a comment to me at weekend, I still do stuff for this channel. I went to see my family and they were like, oh, you don't do anything for YouTube. And I was like, I put in more hours in just editing alone, please. I edit all the lookbook videos. I schedule most of the TikToks. I used to reply to most of the comments. I don't at the moment. I'm
No,
too
I
EP
do.
and
I
ill.
do a lot of comment replying.
I'm EP and ill at the moment.
But yeah, what's Coyle being told off for?
I think not sleeping, but I'm waiting for a confession.
Coyle hasn't slept well. That's why.
Well, not sleeping well isn't your fault.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so yeah, no, I guess clear that up. Leah does all the editing for the channel. Just because you're seeing my face more often in long form videos doesn't mean that Leah isn't actually doing anything. I do the filming and voiceovers and stuff like that, and she's the one that actually puts the videos together.
Leah spent nearly 3 hours editing on her birthday to try and get a video up for you guys this weekend. No, we're not proud of you.
Ben, that's like the opposite of proud.
What?
Oh, because you've been awake since 4 a.m. To be fair, the days that I'm at work, I'm often awake at 4 a.m, so...
If you have to get up early for a reason, valid. If you can't sleep, valid. Just take care of yourself. What we ask when we're like, sleep, is don't prioritize us over your health and your needs.
Also, Phoenix, we also thought so too until Leah's family members started making comments, so... Apparently, just because my face is the one that's in the video, that means that this is now my channel. So actually, sorry, I don't care that it's your birthday. It's now my time to shine.
Or that I started the channel.
And yeah, this was your channel.
Yeah. I had this channel on my own for like 5 years.
But yeah, sorry, bye. I'm now the star of the show.
But fun fact, Jade does all the thumbnails.
Yeah.
Jade's graphic design. Most writing that you see, especially in long form, has come from me. So most of the community posts are coming from me, but most of the like videos and the concepts and the creativity comes from the creative one.
Basically, you'll see me in a lot more long form videos. You won't see Leah in as many.
Okay, so this is like a fun game for me. I'm gonna give you guys a few upcoming videos that might be happening, and I would like to know which one you are excited for. I'm not going to include the lookbooks in this because I think y'all are very biased to Hasbin Hotel, and I know that everyone's answer is going to be the Angel Dust lookbook, which keep your eyes peeled.
This weekend.
But we also have a video coming up which is about kind of like a week in our lives, which was when we did MegaCon and everything we did between MegaCon and Insomnia, which was the next weekend. So it's like a whole week-long vlog of a really chaotic cosplay week for us.
You basically get to watch me stress myself out for 3 days because I had to make an entire costume in 3 days for somebody else. It wasn't even for me.
We also have a video coming up about different cosplay tips. So it's like 12 sort of like tips that you guys might not think of or might not have heard before. They're just random little tidbits that we've learned over the years that have really helped us in little ways. We've got videos coming up about the shoot that we just did. So we organised and ran for the 2nd year in a row essentially our own convention, and there is 18 of us to 20 of us that go away in a year. Next year I think it's going to be 24 at least. But we all go away and we do a massive photo shoot, and we hire a mansion out with like a pool or a jacuzzi, and we do like real life in person like Among Us, and we run all these different group activities. And we basically make our own little convention for our friends. And there is so much planning and organising that goes into that I'm tempted to do one about the logistics behind it, as well as a fun one of what we get up to while we're there.
We've also got a video that is how to make your own cosplay tail. I see all you Hell of a Boss cosplayers out there. It is how to make a devil type tail that I've used for years on how to make tiefling tails, but I have also used it to make my Blitzo tail.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
So keep an eye on if you are planning on doing a Hell of a Boss cosplay or a tiefling or anything of those sorts that need a devil type tail. There is a tutorial coming for that. And for potentially any of you Legend of Zelda fans out there, I am in the process of making my very own Master Sword. So whilst it won't be the near future, there will be a video coming on how to build your own master sword from scratch. So
we have a lot of stuff coming that's in the works at the moment. And there's a lot of things that we've been wanting to make that we're like pushing towards making at the moment. So keep your eyes peeled because there's so much happening. And if you guys have requests of things that you'd like to see or for us to do, if you love the vlogs, let us know you love the vlogs. Or if you love the tutorial...
No. That was really sad to watch. Alexa played Despacito. I think you're going in the bin. Good night, sir. Anyway, sorry, continue.
If you like the tutorials, let us know. If you like the tutorials, let us know themings that you like.
Also, there's another series about to start.
Oh, yes, I'm excited for this one. This one's a little bit more adult.
It's very much gonna be the poor umbrella. R.I.P. the umbrella that just murdered itself in my drink. But yeah, if you are a fan of the Magnus Archives or probably more SFX heavy makeup looks,
or just horror in general,
yeah, it won't be as beginner friendly as say the Has Been Hotel lookbooks are. But there is a series coming where, do we tell them or do we keep it a secret?
I think we can give them a little bit.
Okay. So if you're a fan of the Magnus Archives, you might know of the fears. TMA tackles a total of 12 fears. 13
technically, but we're tackling 12.
But plus a secret bonus 13th, which is spoilers for later on if you're not caught up. But yeah, there is 12 main fears plus a secret 13th. And we're basically, me. It was your brainchild.
I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to talk about the makeup process. I'm going to be talking about the fears and the theories behind them.
Yeah, so you might get, whilst it might be, again, my face that's on the screen and talking about the makeup and stuff like that, you will get interjections from Leah herself, who will
nerdy larger
squeeze into the voiceover to be like, by the way, did you know about this fear? And we are basically creating, if the fears were creatures, people, physical things in front of you. It is going to be extremely SFX heavy. It will be quite bloody. These fears are fears for a reason.
Also, Vent, no.
Vent, what are you doing? No. I'm drinking,
spicy lemonades.
Blue alcohol.
No, not alcohol. Not at all alcohol.
Blue adult juice.
It's blue raspberry and normal raspberry flavour.
And lemonade.
And lemonade. It's spicy lemonade.
That's very cute, Heidi. But yeah, so if you're a fan of that, or if you're a fan of SFX, or you just want to hear us talk about fears and like how to embody fears and stuff, because whilst you might not be into TMA, obviously these are common fears and these are things that people are scared of. They will come with content and trigger warnings because I ain't about to upset anybody.
Yeah.
But yes, that is also something that's going to be coming hopefully soon.
Hoping
to wrap it sort of around the lookbooks. And alternate. Speaking of the lookbooks, they will be going on a very slight break just so that we can put out other content.
And so we can craft.
Yeah, and so I can actually do stuff for the rest of the costumes. So after Husk, there will be like a few weeks break between the next lookbooks, but there will be different. Yeah, it is anime water. You're correct. I am drinking anime water.
It looks so pretty on camera.
It does. I'm gonna make a Nuka-Cola Quantum with this.
Ooh.
I've decided, because I bet you could put a UV light through this and it would glow.
What face paints do we use?
Meron.
Oh, Jay, it's your time.
Hello, I'm here to brain dump on you about my favourite product ever.
Check out our channel for a video on comparison of different water-based makeup.
That is not the right one. Do I have anything to... You know what? This isn't the body paint, but it does in fact have the branding on it. Hi, we use Meron for literally everything that we do. Whether it is water-based paint, whether it is cream sticks, whether it's blood, whether it's anything. We use Meron because I love it, and they provide any and all SFX products. They are quite relatively affordable for people that are just starting out. I find that their water-based paints are like probably the best beginner-friendly that's like readily available. We have a video on our channel comparing different brands of water-based body paint. And whilst there is a cheaper option out there that actually did really, really well, I find that Meron is the most easily accessible.
Can you tell which look she's been doing?
We use Meron for everything. We do use other brands. I've Krylon body paints. This is a Krylon one, yeah. So I do have Krylon aqua colors. These are also that's just cheap fucking neon pink that I found on Amazon.
Paint.
Krylon is also really, really good. But put that away. But Krylon is more expensive because it is professional, like industry brand body paint, and it is also designed for like super long lasting, which is fantastic till you want to take it off, and then it doesn't really like to come off that well.
So fun story. If you guys have watched the video about trying on different makeup brands, you'll know that Jay tested them all on me.
Because I'm allergic to Snazaroo.
Yeah, so I had to be the willing victim in this. Which was A-okay, like, I agreed to this, I wanted to do this. Me and Jay had freshly started dating, like, we were only a month or two in when we filmed these videos. So while I was visiting Jay's house, because we didn't live together at the time, Jay was like, well, we'll go see my grandparents for food. So we went and met Jay's grandparents after filming the first two, and after doing Krylon, I was stained really badly green. And then we went to her grandparents' house, and I was stained very, very green. And her grandparents were very sweet about it. They know she's insane. They knew it was her. But they were like, oh my god, you're green. Like, whatever. Then I came back again, and we did Meron and Snazaroo.
And then Snazaroo stained you really, really bad.
So I went to Jay's grandparents' house for the second time, stained a different kind of green. So yeah.
You just kind of looked ill. I think that was like, you just sort of gave you like a bit of an ill thing. Also, Liv, to answer your question on cheap face paints, there is cheaper face paint options out there that is not Meron, but I would recommend Meron as the cheapest good one.
Yeah.
It's, so for a pan, for the, hold on. Excuse me. Leggy.
Quit your shit.
Bear with me 1 second whilst I produce body paint from my drawer of wonders. Is that one? Nope, that's diamond.
You know what? You do this. I'm gonna.
I found one. It's fine. Found one.
I'm gonna be upbeat while she talks about body paint.
Okay. Goodbye.
Thanks, Lizzie.
So for a pan this big, which is pretty chunky, it lasts like, I don't know, like easily 4 or 5 like full face makeups. These are about £10 a pot, which doesn't sound super cheap, but I promise you that for like the amount of product that you're getting and the longevity of it and the ease of use and how it doesn't take as much to look good, you are completely getting your bang for your buck. So highly recommend. It was not a Shrek cosplay. But yeah, so whilst this is not the cheapest body paint on the market, unfortunately that title does go to Snazaroo. I would never ever recommend Snazaroo. I won't endorse Snazaroo. I am very, very badly allergic to Snazaroo. It burns my skin even if it's just on my hands, which is why Leah was the one that wore it in the video, not me. So I won't ever endorse Snaz. I will always endorse Meron, so yeah. What is going on with Vent? An eating disorder. Eating disorders suck, and I'm really sorry if you do have one. I don't have any advice on... I don't have any advice on how to deal with an eating disorder because I'm not a therapist, and yeah. But just please eat what you can and don't starve yourself is probably the best advice I have. Contact lenses, we use multiple companies. We have 2 that we actually work with, which we have discount codes for, so we can get you guys like a little bit of discount, which is Pinky Paradise and Moco Queen. Moco Queen at the moment is actually creating specifically has-been hotel lenses. A little bit of, I guess, insider, because I don't think they've actually announced it publicly yet. They're bringing out Cherry Bomb and Vox lenses. But yeah, so Mocha Queen are really good for like really dramatic lenses. My Husker lenses and my new Angel lenses are both from Mocha Queen. Or we use Pinky Paradise. We both are sponsored by Pinky Paradise on separate accounts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you just disassociate?
Yep,
for a
I was
second
zoned out. You were talking. I was like...
But yeah, we're both sponsored by Pinky Paradise for separate accounts because obviously this was before Celios. And yeah, Pinky Paradise is where I get basically the vast majority of my lenses now.
This is going to be a topic change really quick. We love being your agony aunt. We can't do that for mental health problems and things that need professional help, like eating disorders. We don't mind giving general tips because we both struggle with anxiety and little bits of depression. So I don't mind giving a little bit of tips on how we cope with that.
But we're not therapists.
We're not therapists. We're not able to help with eating disorders. We're not able to help with anything like that. And we beg you
if you
to
think
seek
you
the help
have,
you need.
if you think you have an eating disorder, then you need to see a therapist or a doctor.
But if you don't think you have an eating disorder...
Don't joke about it.
Yeah, basically, like, a lot of people in this chat could genuinely suffer from them. And it is just something that we try to avoid talking about. Because I just think everyone needs to handle their own health and take care of their own health and take care of themselves.
It's the sort of thing where we don't mind being real about it.
Yeah.
Like, we're not ever gonna sit here and cover up the fact that, like, you know, like, I have really quite bad social anxiety. And if you ever meet us in person, you'll probably realise that because Leah does most of the talking and I don't really. Which is really, really bad social anxiety. And we're never gonna cover that up, but we're not here for trauma dumping. We're not here for... We can't give medical advice.
I think the biggest thing is being aware that other people could come to these chats to escape from those thoughts.
Yeah, and they don't
by
want to
bringing
be
them up
reminded.
in chat and the constant talk about them, it can make it quite hard for those people as well. Mm-hmm. And it makes it quite hard for us because we don't really know how to respond or to help you guys. And we don't know the best way to deal with it for you guys. If you do want to come here to escape, or if you want to come here to celebrate, we understand and we support that. We just can't be the ones to support you guys through.
You read drugs! Hell yeah, all the drugs. No. That is another thing that we don't really... I don't really like talking about drugs. But yeah, anyway.
Moving on
from that little bit of a reality check. Is there any other questions you want to ask whilst we're here about things that we use? Most of our wigs come from Amazon.
Wigs fashion's pretty good.
Wigs fashion is pretty good. And you used to use I'm Style quite a lot.
You're a little bit less accessible now, I found.
Coscraft, if you're in the UK, is probably one of the cheapest, like, basic wig companies that I've found.
Big up Ada wigs. Ada wigs are insane.
Ada wigs are insane, but
they come with insane prices.
Yeah, I was gonna say Coscraft is sort of like Ada, but like much cheaper and doesn't have as many options. But it is really quite good for quite like for simple bases. Yeah, for the UK alternative, I'll take Coscraft. My Hal wig, my Link wig, are both Coscraft wigs. I will also always big up. I don't know how accessible they are now. When I first started cosplaying, I was a really, really big Casso wigs person. Angel's wig is a Casso wig that I have had literally for 7 years. And I will always, like, endorse that. It's been a really good wig. They're quite thick naturally, so they're really easy to style. And Casso specialise in character wigs. So they tend to sell their wigs based on like specific characters, so they're nearly always cut already into the styles of said characters. So like Casso wigs are really good if you are like really looking for a specific wig. Is it Wigs Fashion that also does character specific wigs?
Yeah, but Wigs Fashion is like a different level of character wigs.
I'm so proud of you, Angel, for getting to nearly 1k. 1 million is a long way off.
The dream,
but it's a long way off.
Keep watching our videos and maybe we'll get there.
Do you like Vox and Alistair more than Lucifer and Alistair as lovers? I don't like any of them as lovers.
No.
I think we've mentioned this before in that, like, I like the dynamic. I like both dynamics in that, like, I like Static Radio and I like Radio Apple, like, in terms of dynamics between people, but I don't like them as romantic relationships.
If I was picking between the two, I do prefer Static.
Yeah, because it's like enemies to lovers.
Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, lovers to enemies is I love the idea of lovers to enemies.
Which is great, but obviously because Alistair is in fact an ace character, I'm not overly comfortable with shipping him.
It's why I
in
think
a sexual
I prefer
nature.
Radio Static, because I can see the misunderstanding between the two of them in their love interests.
Yeah.
And Alistair being like, and that being the start of the enemy's twist.
Celia's cosplay to 1 mil.
One day.
One day.
That hashtag's gonna be going a while.
Yeah. But yeah, so in terms of dynamics, I think we prefer like Static Radio.
Yeah.
But I do like a lot of the very cute like art that people make of Radio Apple.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of really, really cute Radio Apple art out there, and the idea that they're like Charlie's two dads is quite cute, but I don't think it fits as well into canon. Does that make sense? Ah, Lexi's here today. Welcome in. Yeah, so Rosie and Alistair being like Charlie's aunt and uncle. Incredible.
I need to cosplay Rosie. I need to.
It'll happen.
Come on, guys. 1 mil, that's it. You keep saying it.
Jesus Christ. You just keep manifesting it. Surely one day it'll actually happen. Yeah, exactly. I honestly love...
Alistair, Rosie is Mary Poppins and Bertie's.
Love them a lot.
One day we'll do Alistair and Rosie. That's that ship that we'll do.
I need to get some proper ears for Alistair. I'm going to warn you guys right now, when the Alistair video comes out, the ears are not good. They're not good at all. We need actual funds so that I can actually pay a professional ear maker to make me some proper nice ears. Because right now I've made my own and they're not good.
Keep watching our videos, guys. Then you'll get good Alistair content.
Get good Alistair cosplay. What have you manifested? Cursed Cat Alistair? Bet. That's my next cosplay. Can't wait to cosplay Cursed Cat Alistair. But yeah, honestly guys, if there's any questions on where we get things, like, so we have an Amazon page, is that what it's called? Yeah, where we will put things that we've bought off Amazon. We've linked there
so much. We could get it up probably to go through it.
I could do. Hold on. Let me see what I can do.
Let's see what we got for you guys.
But we do in fact have an Amazon page. It's not there.
It's not linked there, no. I need to put it on there. Thank you for reminding me.
You've had another happy birthday from Ender.
Thank you.
But yeah, we will put everything up there that we can. But obviously Amazon is only so good. It's good for last minute if you need things like in a pinch. But yeah, you talk whilst I.
Do 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 boop boom.
That is not talking.
Beep beep beep.
Alright, so this should work, hopefully. Yeah.
Hello.
So this is our Amazon page, where we are like separating things into like.
It's a work in progress, guys. But
yeah, it's getting there, but it does in fact list anything that we deem like useful. We've put on here, from wig heads and styling to wig caps to memory cards. This is our
that extension lead.
Yeah.
That specific extension lead. My lord.
But like anything and everything. Silicone lubricant is really good for long wigs. It stops them tangling.
That webcam is what we're using right now.
Yeah. These are great for storing wigs, etc., etc.
Those bands, if your wig slides down, especially if you have a heavy ponytail one, those bands will keep them in place.
Vacuum bags for when you need to store stuff.
Save my life.
This here is what our cosplays live on. It's on the other side of the room. Just such like that. They're really, really useful. Anything that we can think of. We might put a wigs category up separately.
Yeah.
just because I know that like I do in fact get basically 90% of my wigs from Amazon.
The issue with wigs is that listings expire a lot more than other things.
Yeah. But, goodbye. Oh, we're moving. We moving. There we go.
You went on adventure.
Oh my god. Wait, you're going to a con with... What is happening? Go away. I don't know what's happening. You're going to a con with the Has-Been cast? That's really sick. Please tell Blake I love him, please. Please tell Blake I love him quite a lot. You got yourself a girlfriend? Damn, well done.
What they
so
like.
cute.
Tell us all about them.
I need to know their name and where they... No, I'm kidding. Did your parents ever do that when you got, like, a boyfriend in school and they were like, who is he? Who's his parents? Where does he live?
I have a story for you when we're not on stream.
Oh, Jesus. Heck yes. We love. They need them to come over to the UK. That's what we need for the Has-Been cast to come over here. Welcome back, Heidi. Heidi, I answered your contacts question, but I think you might have left by then, so it might be worth going back in the VOD to see the answer. Have you guys watched Heartstopper? We have.
Too many times.
We watched the latest season the day it released. What are you doing? Oh, we're talking about ears. We should have actually probably shout out ears.
Go back to this. We're talking about Heartstopper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we use quite a few different companies. We are sponsored by Pinky Paradise and Moco Queen. But we also do use Unixo as well. They're one of our favourites.
I use Oh My Kitty, View and Honeycolour more than Unixo and Moco Queen. Yeah,
but I'm blind and I can rely on...
I've literally never used either of those two.
I can rely on... Unixo is the one I've used most. I've used Unixo since I started cosplaying.
Unixo has just had problems, so I avoid it.
Yeah, it's one... Listen, I'm blind. So, fun fact about me, guys. I can't see, like, at all. And... Oh, Coil.
Liv, here's the question. Which one of us is Charlie and which one's Nick?
I don't even think I know the answer to that question. But yeah, so I have always used Unixo because I can't see. And it was one that I could guarantee would have most of their lenses in my prescription. Closely followed by Pinky Paradise, who I use more now. And then Mocha Queen's a recent edition, which they don't have as many options, but they're really, really good for, like, dramatic lenses.
Fun fact about Heartstopper, one of my best friends does the makeup for it. Big up Thea. Thea's doing great.
Hell yeah. How do you know it's Kit Connor? Damn.
Mm-hmm. Alright, one up me immediately. See, that's what I would have said. Like, hell, are you the golden retriever with a border collie?
No, but I also don't really see much of myself in Charlie either.
Fair.
I guess it's probably just the easiest way to put that.
You have anxiety.
Ah, yes. Thank you for generalising me. I really appreciate it.
You have anxiety, I have a collie.
Excellent. 10 out of 10.
They're two defining traits.
Jesus. Honestly, Joanne, don't rush it. Like, having a partner isn't the end all be all. Like, yeah, we're together, but like, whatever.
I was single for 5 years before I got with Jay.
How is the cake on a scale of 1 to 10? I'll let you answer this because you're a lot more happy with it.
8.5.
It's pretty solid, actually.
Pretty good cake.
It's a pretty good cake. It's one of the takeaways from the farmhouse inns. Because we went and got carvery yesterday, so they're huge. Like, you can see the end of it, and it's still massive.
It's like the size of my head. Like, you think I've been eating this? Like, this is the size. This is the cake from Matilda.
If it was like a whole cake, yeah, it would. You've just got a slice of the Matilda cake. Oh, and so's Leah. You can both die together. You good?
I'll get back to you.
There's
Do you think they're
water
going
in
to start selling Has-Been Hotel cakes in, like, Tesco?
I really hope not. I'm not gonna lie.
I want Vox Machina cake.
I will say, I did see someone making Bridgerton edits. I sent you one of them because they were making me giggle. And they mentioned angels. No, they mentioned heaven, and they'd put in Has-Been Hotel angels as, like, stupid little doodles to show heaven. Because it was the Queen Charlotte that I will stand with you between the heavens and the earth. And when it showed heavens, it was like Adam and the seraphim. So yeah, Has-Been's like truly infected every corner of the internet. Having a partner is amazing. It's great, but honestly, I wouldn't rush it because finding the right partner is what makes it all worth it.
Also, fun fact, me and James are opposite in everything.
We have the same interests though.
We have the same hobbies. And we kind of like, we appreciate each other's interest in like games and shows and normally get into the same stuff.
No, but we met because we were both into Critical Role. We were both
Fair.
into cosplay, we were both into Critical Role.
But like,
We were both into musicals, we were both like League of Legends.
taste though, like, I'm sweet, you're savory.
Yeah.
Like, we are very different in most stuff.
In the fundamentals of life, like, Leah's an early riser and I'm a night owl. Leah's all floral and girly, and I don't want anything to do with flowers. But like, it's the sort of thing where like, don't rush it. Me and my ex-partner, we were together for 4 years.
Too long.
And like, me and him met because we had similar interests and stuff like that, but it fell apart because our interests ended up too different. Because I guess it just got to the point where we weren't interested in learning about each other's interests anymore, which is obviously not what we do. So
No, I got into Has-Been for you.
mate, you watched one episode of Has-Been and you were hooked.
You watched
you watched the pilot years ago and you were like, eh. And then you watched the series for me because I was like, this is the thing I love. And you watched that first episode and went, fuck. Welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. Jay loves FNAF. Yeah, so Jay really loves FNAF. You were like, you liked it. You played Security Breach with me years ago. But Leah was always just too scared to play the games. And
as you guys can tell, it was for good reason.
So like, but she played it for you guys more than me. I don't think I could have convinced her to play it for me. Pardon me.
You could have convinced me to play it and I would have quit very quickly.
But like, I've gotten you into movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
Pardon me. You've got me into a lot more music, I think, that I wouldn't have listened to.
The amount of songs that I sent you, because I'm like, D&D character. Because my taste in music is... Who was it that said it? Was it Jack? Someone described my taste in music as just a man who happened to have found a guitar and picked it up and started singing. And like, no one's ever heard of him. He's just somewhere in the world. Only Leah knows of his existence.
And that is Leah's music taste. I just like a lot of like... I don't even think it's that it's popular stuff. But I was always a very rock kid. I was always a very, like, I liked the charts up to 2012 and then they stopped being good.
Do we know Spy X Family?
We've cosplayed Lloyd and your...
Actually, we were go back to Amazon. Oh no, we haven't posted that one yet.
No.
That one hasn't gone public yet.
We were invited to the premiere of the new movie, but it landed on a work day, so we couldn't go. But...
we need to cosplay them again.
We do. Well, we have their casual outfits and we have their, like, spy and assassin outfits, so... everyone's talking about their sexualities. Hi, I'm bisexual and gender fuck knows.
Hi, I'm J-sexual. I'm a really weird sexuality because
You're a lesbian.
I'm biromantic, but I could only ever think of women in like a sexual way.
Mm-hmm.
But also I think I'm ace for everybody apart from my actual partner, so I'm Demi? Question mark.
But you're also not Demi because you're really not interested in anybody but me.
Yeah.
Husky's Pan, yeah. Husky's a Pan character. We cosplayed Spy X Family a year and a half ago.
When it first came out, we were like obsessed.
It was for Birmingham MCM 2022 was when we wore them to a con. We've not worn them to a con since. So, yeah. Ender's just said Leah.
Leah. I think they said real Leah. But they said real Kia and then corrected it to Leah, and now both of those comments have vanished.
But yeah. Sexuality's a whack, man.
I think the thing with sexuality is a lot of people feel like you have to put a name on it. And I don't think sexuality can fully be summed up in a name. Some people can, and some people can identify in it pretty easily. But I think it's such a spectrum and such like a...
It's the sort of thing where, like, I'm, as much as I have always used the term bisexual, and I don't want to change the term bisexual because it's what I feel the most comfortable in saying, but that doesn't mean that I would say no to someone who was trans or someone who's non-binary or non-conforming or whatever like that. I think the best way to just describe me is queer, but I use bisexual because it's the term that I've always used since I was at school and I feel the most comfortable in. So whilst and the thing is as well, I think, is that bisexual doesn't just mean two anymore as much as bi does mean two.
Bye.
Alright. But yeah, they like bisexual doesn't just mean two genders anymore because obviously that's not the case. So what's the drinks of choice tonight? Anime water is what we've decided this is called. I was quite partial to Nuka-Cola Quantum, but apparently the chat have decided that it's anime water. It's blue raspberry and lemonade.
Mm-hmm. Mine's standard raspberry. I can't wink. Wink for me. And lemonade.
Jesselyn and Alex for the child I'm apparently having. Solid names, I think.
Another Jess for my collection.
God's sake. Went to Husk to a con, wings broke. Honestly, I feel like that's just the standard cosplay experience. I have never been to a con and not had something break.
So, fun fact, my Keyleth outfit I've had for like 6-7 years, never broken on me. Always stayed together, always been perfect. This weekend, my antlers broke 3 separate times. 3 times I had to repair them. The skirt fell off my body. So I was just stood in my underwear at one point.
People had to have a boob watch because you just kept flashing people.
Mm-hmm. Like my entire outfit would not stay on me. It just fell off constantly. Like sometimes it just happens.
Like I've had our friends very, very kindly made me daggers for my Vax cosplay, and I have never successfully managed to keep those daggers in one place. Like I don't even think I had the first one for 10 minutes before it had broken. And I feel horrendous. And I've repaired those daggers every single time I've worn Vax, and every single time I've worn Vax, they've broken. To the point where on Saturday I was planning on wearing one of them.
And yeah.
Hell yeah. I'd planned to wear one of them like on my chest where it wouldn't break, where it could just be out of harm's way, it's not being moved, it can be held together with the harness I'm wearing, and it didn't even make it to the venue. It had broke before we'd even got there. So
things happen, you roll with the punches, you gotta keep moving.
Thank you for hanging out, Nari. I really appreciate it.
Have a lovely day.
But yeah, so stuff happens, stuff breaks, and that's okay. Titus, when I wore him to MegaCon, both the poppers on his vest came off. Like, I'm gonna have to sew those back on. The jacket, where I had it like skin taped here, did not want to stay, which then revealed that I had boobs, much to my dismay.
You have what?
I know, right? Yeah, things happen, and that's okay.
I'm the same, Heidi. When I make something, even when it breaks, I don't like getting rid of it because I'm like, but I worked so hard on it.
What's made with the daggers? I mean, we have the head of one of the daggers because Ben broke it last time. It's behind the Pringles tube. It should be.
Yeah, it is.
Say hi. So this is half of one of Axe's daggers. The other half is in Reading. Because the people
4-hour drive between the halves.
The people that made these daggers were the last people to use these daggers, and they broke them.
Heartstopper is trying to make us cry now.
Oh dear. Oh no. The daggers are possessed, correct?
They're also sharp.
Oh yeah, they did an insane job. These could be actual weapons, to be honest.
I think didn't Jess sand them down to a point where they could easily cut, and she had to
She had to knock it back, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see where she's had to knock the sanding back on the side of it. Yeah. They're really cool. They're really good. They're just they don't like to stay in one piece. So, stop trying to make us cry. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
I love you guys so much.
I don't know why I'm scared. Why? Don't
Please
be scared
make
at all.
edits.
Someone really liked their birthday present yesterday. We love seeing what you guys create, so don't ever be scared to like show us what you've been. Don't do that. What you've been making. Gummy bears and chips in French fries or in potato chips? Like potato chips. It's to be fair, right, guys. Chocolate and salt and vinegar crisps.
I feel like everyone
Kind
has
of a
got
vibe.
their like food hear me out. Like
Mine
one of my
is-
friends, I used to roast him all the time. Not roast him, like I gave him a really judgmental look once, I think, and he was like, "Look, I know it's weird, but I like it," because he was always eating just bread with butter, and then he put a packet of salt on it, and then another like buttered slice of bread on top, and that was it.
That
was
sounds
his
like it
sandwich.
slaps. I used to have butter sandwiches all
Well,
the time.
that's what he used to make. We just like it's Jack, and he'd make it with like just salt. And I remember him doing it once at work, and look at me and being like, "I know it's weird," and I was like, "No. Everybody has their hear me out food."
Tell you what mine is, which I don't think Americans can make because I don't think you can get prawn cocktail crisps in the US. My biggest hear me out is a jam sandwich with prawn cocktail crisps on it. It absolutely slaps because the prawn cocktail crisps are like sweet enough that they blend quite well with the jam. My dad's is jam and cheese sandwiches.
See, I really like the little like crispy bacon bits mixed with sweet corn because it's like sweet and salty, but it's also like really soft and really crunchy at the same time. It's really good.
Can't get away with sweet corn. I think that's literally my only gripe with that is that I really can't get away with sweet corn.
Love sweet corn.
Yeah, woof. The hottest we've had so far is about 23 degrees, and that was hot enough. But in my defense, I was in entirely all black with a cloak on.
My work regularly gets because I work in a greenhouse for one of my jobs. Guys, I have so many jobs. It's unreal. Please try and keep up. But one of my main jobs, I work in a greenhouse as a waitress, and it gets so hot. It gets to like 30 degrees before midday, and I'm constantly just fighting with the aircon.
Also, Kyle, that's very, very cute. But I'd like to say it again. Stop trying to make us cry. I see you. Stop it.
Cosplay be like that though.
Yeah.
I really bonded with Jack, who also has a cosplay channel. We love them. If you like Harry Potter content, big up the Dandelion Club. But like I really bonded with their content after I went through a breakup. So like, yeah, I get that. There's nothing like the bond between you and the cosplayer you found when you're having a breakup.
But yeah, honestly, Heidi, like that is smart, and you will learn the skills that you can turn into cosplay. But you don't need to have formal training to do cosplay.
I have no formal training.
Neither have I. My degree was in concept art, so I can design things, and that was about it.
I did advertising.
You did social media. All of this is your degree.
No, it's creative advertising. It's about guerrilla advertising. It's nothing to do with social media.
Understandable. But I'm entirely self-taught makeup artist. I'm entirely self-taught seamstress. Like everything that we both do for cosplay is entirely self-taught through the hobby. Pardon me. So like, yeah, if you have a degree or formal training,
thank you for coming, Kyle.
if you have formal training in it, then yeah, you'll get a boost because you will learn the skills that you can apply into cosplay, but you don't need it, if that makes sense. Also, thank you. You can't really see them because I've got it tied up. All the blue and the purple's hidden back here. You made another YouTuber cry at con. I'm hearing that Heidi's really good at making people cry.
Right. It's time.
Yeah, we are gonna have to disappear. What is TADC? You might have to spell that out because I am in fact stupid. Oh god, I'm not ready to be a grandparent.
I was barely ready to become a parent.
Yeah, I didn't sign up to be a parent. Here we are. What is TADC?
We love you guys. We've adopted you all, but oof. Love shipping you off to the uncles and the aunts.
Liv, we hope you're okay as well, my love. But yeah, we are gonna bugger off and stuff so that somebody can rest because she needs to rest her voice, or else she's never ever gonna get it back.
I need work.
The Amazing Digital. Okay, I've seen Digital Circus. I've seen that the episode finally released. We have not sit down to watch it.
No.
We know what it is. We have not sat down to watch it yet. I do know that Michael Kovac is in it though, so I'll probably end up watching it purely just for Angel's OG voice actor. Because apparently he's an absolute fucking menace, and I really need that in my life.
Another shout out then. Hi Lexi, we love you. We hope you're having a good day.
But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. We really, really appreciate you. Next stream will be some point next week.
Yep. We need to look at timings and
the community tab will tell you when. So just keep an eye. Otherwise, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate, well, I say we. Leah really appreciates all the messages that she's been given, whether it's Mother's Day, happy birthday, or well wishes. And yeah, there's plenty more to come. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Love you.
Bye.